Hey, what's going on, fight fans? This is Sean with Boxing Socialists and Other Sports. I'm here with my man, Tuffy, heavyweight. Tuffy, real quick, you've been in, and we're going to get more into your story. You've been in the ring with a lot of heavyweights, a lot of people that's known around the world. One of them I want to talk about real quick. A guy that just lost the other day in the rematch to Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz Jr. For those that don't know you, Tuffy, you actually fought him back in 2012, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Tell us, how did you get that fight? What did you know about him at that time, and leading up to the fight, and what happened after the fight? Tell us the story about the whole Andy Ruiz match and how that came about.
Well, I know Andy Ruiz personally because I fought him. I fought him in Vegas. Like you say, 2012, whatever.
He was 15-0 at the time.
He was 15-0. I was coming off my best win. So I should have been 13-0. That was two retarded decisions or whatever. The fights I clearly won. But I was coming off, I had just beat the Mexican champion in Mexico. That's what gave me that fight. It was like an underdog fight. Nobody thought I could win it. And I retired him, actually. He never fought since, the guy that had the championship down there in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
We went down there, and I smashed him. And that gave me the Andy Ruiz fight. Before I get to the analysis of the fight, I will say that I gave the blueprint of how to beat Andy Ruiz. I invite everybody to go watch my fight against Andy Ruiz. I gave the blueprint of how to beat Andy Ruiz. And one fighter tried to fight him the way I did, but he didn't have the ability to keep it up. For in the same way Joshua fought him, the same way I was fighting him. To box on your toes, use your jab, and walk him into counter punches. Like, I was doing that flawlessly. When me and Andy Ruiz fought...
Hold on, Tuffy. Before you talk about the fight, was somebody in his camp down in Mexico, and they said, hey, we need to fight against this guy? How do you think they even came about and found you to say, hey, I found a guy?
He was supposed to fight the guy from Mexico.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Andy Ruiz Jr.
Next, after he beat...
So they thought you were going to lose.
Exactly.
And okay.
And then I was in camp with... I got to give a lot of my credit to my training camps. I actually don't do that as much as I used to. I was in camp with Magomed Abdussamalov. You ever heard of him?
Yeah, the guy that ended up getting injured.
Yes, he was 18-0 with 18 knockouts. And he lost his first fight to Mike Perez.
Yep.
And he ended up becoming a vegetable. He almost died.
Right.
And he hasn't been able to walk or talk in years.
And you were in camp with him.
I was in camp.
You sparred against him?
I'm sparring Magomed Abdussamalov.
What was that
Oxnard. Like? So I was out there with Robert Garcia and all them. I was out there.
So you know Robert Garcia and all them.
I was out there in Oxnard, and that's the only reason why I fought Hector Ferrero. That was his name. That's the only reason why I fought him, because my trainer, Aaron Navarro, was trying to get me to fight him a fight before.
Shout out to Aaron
Shout
Navarro.
out to my boy Aaron, the OG, you know, Gino Scagarachi. But Gino was trying to get me to fight, Ferrero the fight before, and I wouldn't fight him because it was a lot of risks, but they was not paying nothing. Like, I mean, cheapest payment. And I'm like, I'm not finna fight this hard And the guy had like the best chin in boxing.
Yeah.
He fought Seth Mitchell and all them dudes. They couldn't drop him. Amir Mansour and all them.
Yeah.
Like, he was fight some killers.
Yeah.
And not getting dropped. So I was like, and then they wanted me to go fight him for like
pennies.
Pennies. I mean, when I tell you pennies. And Aaron told me once, and I said, I'll fight him, but I'm not fighting him for that.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Get your job done right with Cat Compact Machines. Mustang Cat will bring affordable...
Man, at least come at me decent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least come at me decent. I went to camp with Magomed, and then when I went to camp with Magomed, oh my God, that changed my whole life. Cause sparring with that dude, and we were doing his workouts, and we were doing conditioning, and it was just a whole nother level.
And he could crack too, could he?
Crack ain't the word.
Wow.
This guy was so strong, I hit him with a right hand and hurt myself. I down there had to get out the ring after I hit him. Like, time out. I need a sub. He was, it was like a Rocky movie. Like, it was crazy. That he had, with the sparring partners, we all could only do like 2 rounds at a time.
Wow.
They was switching us out like that. 2 rounds, 2 rounds, 2 rounds, 2 rounds. We'll go around 2 or 3 times. He stayed in like, cause he does too much damage to you. Like, you won't have one sparring partner in there for like 4 rounds. Like 2 rounds, then I get out, then fresh dude 2 rounds, he get out, another dude do 2, then it go back to me. So round, that's how he would get 12.
That means Mike Perez is a heck of a man, ain't he?
And you know what? I was finna fight Mike Perez.
You were?
Maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. And I wanted to do it for Magomed for he made him a vegetable.
Yeah.
Like, he almost took his life in that fight.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. So when they called me about fighting him, I said, yeah, I'll take it. And over $1,000 difference in price. What I said and what they were offering. And we were within $1,000 of each other.
That's all you're asking for, yeah.
And they didn't make the fight. Like, it wasn't meant not to happen, because I was going to try to, well, as bad as this sounds, I was going to try to end his life. Like, the way he did my friend, I was going to try to really do something to him bad. And, but it didn't work out, so we didn't fight.
Yeah.
But, so I'm in camp with Magomed. I'm down there over a month and a half. And then Aaron called again to my man. I'm taking Black down there to fight this other undefeated Mexican in Mexico. And they need somebody for the heavyweight. He's like, man. I'm like, what they offering? Not that shit last time. Still the same shit. And Aaron was like, man, you will beat this dude. He's like, it's not about the money. It's about the win. If you get a win against him, you're going to start getting big fights.
Yeah.
Because he a big time. And I was in camp with Magomed, and Magomed was paying me like $1,000.
Are vegans healthy? Are vegetarians healthy? French fries and beer are vegan, so you tell me. But seriously, they eat
$1 a sparring session. Like, it was the most I ever been paid to spar. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they were, because he had that Russian billionaire dude backing him.
Right.
And they were paying like crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had money, it was cool. I was in top shape. So I was like, forget it, I'll do it, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron's like, just trust me on this one. Trust me, don't worry about the money. Your next check on whatever. And I get down there, and man, it was hostile.
Yeah.
Them Mexicans wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, this how bad it was. I went to war with this dude. I mean, I got all the rounds on tape. I can show it to you.
Yeah.
It was a war. And at the end of the fight, they announced him as the winner. So they announced Hector Ferrero as the winner. And I go back to the dressing room, and I'm just so sad. And, oh, my God, I done lost the fight and all this, and that. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, can Maurenzo Smith come back to the ring? And I was like, what? They was calling me over the loudspeaker. And I go back, they said, oh, we added up wrong on the judges' cards. Maurenzo Smith is the winner. I was like, oh, shit.
Wait a minute, you left from the back of the dressing room, came back out, and then now she.
That's
and what did the crowd do?
They were going crazy
because they're upset that you're the winner now.
Want my blood. I can't believe they even corrected this shit.
Wow.
They already said it, and I already went to the back, and I was like, I know I won that fight. But I had to accept. I'm like, fuck it. And man, they called me back to the ring. And announced me as the winner. I could not believe it. So then, Aaron told me, he said, stay in the hotel. These Mexicans, they acting crazy. And I just won. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Imagine the emotional state from going from losing to winning in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So my emotions was crazy, and I wanted to go out. Crazy about women. Once again, I go to a club out there, I'm partying, and man, these Mexicans, they ain't like, some black dude talking or whatever, and a couple of them was at the fights. I guess they recognized me, and man, the Mexican get out, and he got a beer bottle, and he threw it through my back windshield. Glass was flying everywhere. He knocked the whole windshield out of my car. And I was in a rental car.
Wow.
And we took off. And when we took off, the dude, this funny part that me and Aaron always joke about, it was me, Aaron, Harry, and all them. Well, what we joke about was that the guy that I was with, he told me he was a gangster. He told me he was a killer. Man, so I always roll with him. Like, I got to keep them type of people around me.
Yeah.
But when the shit jumped off in Mexico, he ended up being a cheddar bob. He ended up being a straight, scary marshmallow. I cannot believe it. And me and Aaron said, I told you that kid was a piece of shit. I said, if you knew, why you didn't tell me? When the dude, before the Mexican threw the bottle through my window, he came up to the window talking shit about the fight or something. And And the guy who was driving me, my driver, he let the window down like that much, like, huh? Why are you talking to this dude?
Yeah.
And then when the Mexican get the bottle and finna throw it through the window, I told him, take off, take off. He talking about, he hit the gas and the engine said, vroom. He got it in neutral. He's so scary, he don't even realize. He hitting the gas and we ain't going nowhere. I'm like, go, 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 go. Vroom. Pah, clean, clean, clean. Glass, and then I'm like, go. And then we finally realized and click it in drive. And he go, the Mexicans jump back in the truck and they're chasing us.
Yeah.
So we getting chased with no window. We have no weapons or nothing. I'm like, they're going to kill us in this mother.
Yeah.
And he kept going. I'm like, go through the light. He's finna stop at a red light. You idiot. Drive through the light. So we started running lights and all that, and we finally lost him.
Jeez.
Oh, my God. I don't know. I almost didn't make it out of Mexico.
And so because you beat this guy, now you get the Andy Ruiz.
That's
fight.
how I got, I had to drive all the way back to Houston from Mexico with no back window. And
So,
it was kind of weird because, it's a checkpoint.
right.
And when we went to the checkpoint, I pulled up with no back window. They like, what were you doing over here?
Yeah.
Long story.
So you get offered. So then
then Andy Ruiz called because Andy was gonna fight that guy after he beat me. And since I beat him, I ended up breaking his orbital socket. So after I beat him, he ended up retiring. And then that's when I got the Andy Ruiz fight. It was in Vegas.
And hopefully
big
this
show.
is way more money than what you're
Oh, man. Aaron, like I told you, the money went out the roof. I was like,
What?
God damn it, I took those pennies so I can get a real check.
Yeah.
So